This is The Full View. News from Zimbabwe. The main opposition leader, Nelson Chamisa, has filed a court challenge against President Emmerson Mnangagwa's election victory, a move that will delay Mnangagwa's inauguration scheduled for Sunday. Meanwhile, ZANU PF's Legal Affairs Paul Mangwana says the party hasn't received papers yet. Under the Constitution, a losing presidential candidate has 7 days to challenge the results from the time a winner is declared. The Constitutional Court must rule within 14 days. Mnangagwa's inauguration would have to wait for the outcome of Chamisa's challenge. Earlier this month, the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission declared Mnangagwa a winner following 2.46 million votes against 2.15 million for the 40-year-old Chamisa. The MDC alleges fraud and vote rigging, despite an endorsement by SADC observers. 2 days after the July the 30th polls, 6 people were killed in an army crackdown on protests against the victory by Mnangagwa's ruling ZANU PF party. Advocate Thabani Mpofu from the MDC. Meanwhile, the SABC's foreign editor, Sophie Mkwena, spoke to the MDC's legal representative outside of court.
We're quite confident, but it is not for us to make a determination. Our role is to argue the matter, and we're more than ready to do so.
When are you back in court?
We will be in court within the coming 14 days. We'll argue the matter and have it determined.
Have you sought the legal assistance from the South African Senior Counsel, Dalimpofu and Ngogaitu?
Yes, as we indicated, we have a very strong legal team. We have some legal minds from South Africa. My namesake, Senemsek, is that what it is called? Dalimpofu is on board. Tembega. Toby is on board. A lot of other South African senior counsel are on board on the issue.
But how are you going to ensure that they have a required permit to come and argue?
No, you leave that to us. The role that they are going to play is a role that is clearly circumscribed. Whatever it is that we want them to do, they will ultimately do.
Will they be in the country?
Well, you'll see them when they come.
And then finally, what are your arguments in terms of what you have presented to court?
Well, in broad, we have gone procedural, number one. We've shown that the proper procedure, in our view, was not adhered to in the conduct of this election, the announcement of the result and the concomitant declaration. We've gone mathematical. We've shown that there was a lot of number crunching, figure fudging, and the like. We have also looked at the electoral environment and how it's contributed to what we call a non-election which took place.
Is your case based on the presidential results or even parliamentary?
Well, in terms of evidence, you look at everything. There are certain discrepancies which are notable between the presidential tally and the parliamentary tally, and so that is one of the issues that is going to arise surely, and the court expects an explanation once those kinds of allegations are raised. They're quite serious. They're quite serious. You see certain things on our papers which will exercise your mind. I defended Operation Restore Legacy, both in court and on national television. I defended it on the basis that was, in my view, sustainable at law. And after I defended that operation, nobody came to me and said, Thabani, you've become a politician because you've defended Operation Restore Legacy. Now, those same people, now that I'm defending Chamisa, have turned around and are now saying I've become a politician because I'm defending Chamisa. The problem that I have with Zimbabweans is that they want to choose who my clients are. And I will not let anyone do that. And when they try to threaten me, when they try to harass me, they can only strengthen my resolve. I never want to back down. I've never backed down from any challenge, and I will not do so. Thank you.
Thank you. You know what? That you can't answer, I'm sure.
Former Mozambican President Chamisa says while there are fewer coups as a source of conflict in Africa, inequality in sharing of resources and land threatens these gains. He was amongst various ministers and speakers of parliament from countries including Mozambique, Lesotho and Swaziland.